If you are in the mood for an easy, quick breakfast, these tofu ricotta blueberry pancakes are going to be perfect for you. And we thought of this because Mother's Day is just around the corner. And if you want to make mom a little treat, grandma, your wife, your friends, yourself. If you want to make anyone a breakfast treat, here you go.
The first thing we do is make our homemade ricotta cheese. So what we're going to do is we have our tofu and we're using our trusty Tofu Express. This is the easiest way that we've found to press tofu. We've been pressing this for about 10 or 15 minutes to get as much liquid out as we can. And we're just going to keep that going and just kind of put it to the side. We're going to make a little bit of a cashew cream. We're using our Vitae. And we're just going to use some cashews. Go ahead and put them in.
Yeah, a quarter cup of cashews is all you need for this recipe with a little water, and you blend it, and it adds a really nice richness, a really nice ricotta texture to this. If you just use the crumbled tofu, it can be a little dry.
We're going to add in some water, and we'll just start with a bit. We'll add in the rest if we need it, and we'll put this on high. You want to leave it on for quite a bit of time. You want this to be very, very smooth and creamy. So you can do this in a food processor. If you don't have a Vitamix blender, or in your regular blender, leave it on for a few minutes until it's really, really nice
and smooth.
And smooth.
What we're going to do now is just use a half a block of tofu because we're making one batch of these ricotta pancakes. So we don't need the whole block in here. But if you're going to double this recipe, save that ricotta. Use it to stuff shells. Use it to, gosh, what else
manicotti, pasta dishes, on a pizza. Get really, really experimental with the way that you use this tofu ricotta. This is a firm tofu. Extra firm or firm works really well. So we'll just go ahead and break this in half. And then we're just going to go ahead and crumble it into our bowl.
Just a little tofu goes in there. We're going to use a tiny bit of safflower oil and some lemon juice for zing, because a ricotta cheese would have a little tanginess to it. So that goes in as well. And then we're going to add a few other goodies to make this taste cheese-like. So
we're going to use some miso. That's going to go in. Get some of our probiotics in there. Also, we have some nutmeg that we just freshly grated, some sea salt, and then a little bit of sugar. If you are making this, let's say, for something like a pasta dish, you can go ahead and leave out the sugar.
So that goes in together. Then the final ingredient that you put in for your ricotta is that cashew cream.
We're going to take our cashew cream and just go ahead and pour it in. We're going to blend everything all together and then set this aside and create the batter for our pancakes. And then we'll incorporate this just before we cook our pancakes.
So we're going to set that aside. You can leave that in your fridge for up to 3 days and use it in different recipes. It's really, really great on a pizza with some sauteed spinach. We're just saying. Just so you know. Just so you know. The pancake batter that we're going to make is really simple. And we're just using some unbleached organic sugar, some unbleached organic flour, a little of our Ceylon cinnamon, some salt, and then baking powder. We have baking powder to help leaven these because you want them to be fluffy and have a great pancake texture to them. So we're going to put on the heat for our pan that we're going to cook these pancakes in, just a medium heat, and then we're going to incorporate all of our ingredients really quickly. We have our sugar and our cinnamon and our salt and our flour. Then a half of a cup. You can use almond milk or soy milk. Either one is great. So a half of a cup.
We're using soy milk.
And then we're going to do a little tiny bit of oil, safflower, and some vanilla extract.
You stir this all together, and then you incorporate any other element that you want. So sometimes we throw in little chocolate chips, sometimes it's blueberries or strawberries or bananas.
So for these particular pancakes, we're going to actually put in the ricotta. Normally we'd use a lot more liquid if we're making regular pancakes, but for this, the ricotta is going to add a lot of the flavor and the moisture. So putting that in. And then we're just going to incorporate it together with our pastry whisk. This is just really easy to do, and it doesn't take a lot to incorporate this together just until it's uniform. So you see a little bit of the flour mixed in with a little bit of the ricotta for each pancake.
We got these organic blueberries from the farmer's market. You really do. They're beautiful.
They actually look really good.
I'm really excited. You really do want to get organic berries whenever possible because berries are treated with a lot of pesticides. So we'll throw those in. We'll incorporate this. Our pan has been heating. So we'll add some earth balance to our pan for a little bit more of that buttery flavor.
You can use a griddle or if you have one, and then we're gonna put in our earth balance because this will give it a really nice flavor as we're cooking our pancakes through. So you just want a little bit to grease the bottom. And traditionally a pancake is really made with all the ingredients you'd make cake with. So it kind of feels like a naughty breakfast, but you get protein in here from the cashews and the tofu, so it'll fill you up for a really long time. And these are going to be really good.
And so we're getting our antioxidants with those berries.
Oh my gosh. It's a mega breakfast. Any mom or grandma would be so happy to get these for Mother's Day.
Especially in bed.
Right?
You can make these into big pancakes or small pancakes, and they'll flatten out a little bit.
Don't worry when your blueberries explode. That's part of the process. So this just needs to cook for about 4 minutes on each side. What you're looking for is you want them to look a little dried out around the edge, a little golden on the bottom, then you can flip them, and you're in really good shape.
Yeah.
Serve them with maple syrup if you want it, but you don't need it because these are so flavorful on their own.
We're going to flip our pancakes.
They look good.
They've dried out along the edges. They're getting crunchy. We can tell, we can hear. It's been about 4 minutes.
They're a little softer because of that ricotta, so don't be too rough with these guys. Be gentle, then they'll be nice to you. Don't rush it either. Give them the full few minutes that they need, and then give them a flip. So you can see how these are really golden, and that's really great looking. All you have to do on the second side is warm them up. Okay. So these are smelling really good, aren't they? And then they look really nice and golden. It's been about 4 minutes per side. Our blueberries are starting to kind of burst a little, so we know that we can just serve them.
You can serve these just with some earth balance or maple syrup or really with nothing because they're very, very good on their own.
And you can play around with the berries if you really like, raspberries, sprinkle them on top maybe after because they're really juicy and delicious, or top it with some strawberries, whatever you want to put. And that's basically it. Happy Mother's Day to all you moms.